life of a average Aboriginal. I know I haven't uploaded the other video log yet, and I just realized that today is the 7th and yesterday was the 6th. Somehow I lost a day. Yesterday I didn't upload the video because I went on my bike, went for a bike ride around town, ran into some old friends, hung out with them. I guess some of them are still in St. Catharines, some old friends. Don't really have that many friends. I've got a really small group of friends left. I like to try to keep it that way because it's less drama, less troubles. And a lot of them, I know my exes, and there's always like a lot of trouble. So I was catching up with some other videos that popped up last night when I got back from the bonfire. Like I said, I spent about maybe 4 hours with friends and a few hours bike ride, and then came back this way, and it's dark. So I did a bonfire with a neighbor boy. There's usually more people that come to the bonfire, but it's only been him and I. He just got his great grandma's wood. The wood's been chopped up for a long time, and his great grandma was using it little by little. His great grandpa was chopping that wood a long time ago when he was alive, and I guess he didn't want to see that wood go anywhere else, so now we used the wood for the fire. It's been warm for the past few days, and usually this weather is colder and there's some snow, but I guess not, because global warming, I guess. I'm not too sure. Not too sure about that. Could be. They were telling me that there is I forget what that word is now. I'm trying to figure out. El Nino. It's like a double El Nino or something like that. The scientists have said. Usually it's in the minuses, and there's usually snow on the ground. It usually happens around Halloween. Looking back past the video logs, I realized that I got everything done, I think the 3rd. And I tried to upload as much as I can in one day. I think it was 7 video logs. And then the 4th is the November 1st log. And then, it took a couple of days off to do some other things. I kind of lost track of time. I guess I somehow lost a day. I thought yesterday, was the 5th. It was really the 6th, and today's the 7th. So I thought I would update that. I'm not really one to make a lot of mistakes in my videos. I try not to, and I don't really have the tools to do the fancy editing, and I don't really have an expensive camera. Just doing these video logs little by little. So I try to do these logs for you guys, and try to make my day more interesting. Let you guys know what I do day by day, and I try to get the logs in. Like every day, or at least every other day. It's not so much that spending some time in front of the camera. It's trying to fit it in the time stamp of my life. Well, each day is not always the same, but sometimes it's the same boring thing. Try to keep it more interesting. Also, my cousin has saved up to put down payments on a Dodge Charger. I thought it was a Ford Mustang. I don't know. I didn't really glance at it. I thought it was a loaner car. I thought maybe his car broke down. It's in the shop to get fixed, but he actually does own it. It's a 2010, I think. I'm not too sure, but it's fairly new. It's got the like the GPS and the satellite radio. It's a Hemi. We haven't really figured out what the battery was until we opened the trunk and the battery's in the trunk. I guess there's not enough room where the engine's at. It's red. It's very roomy. It's quiet. He said he has the urge to put the pedal to the metal, but he'll get in trouble. Since it's red, his insurance has gone up. But it's a really good step up on his other vehicles, because he has two other vehicles he had before. They're just running like crap, and doing the fixings here and there, and it's just falling apart. And so his two vehicles, are not as good as this Dodge Charger. It's really nice to see it. He had a vehicle like that. I guess I was told that this was a undercover cop car. So that's cool. He's got something that's well maintenance, and it's got good tires, and it's quiet. I don't really see any problems yet. He's got better sound system too. He's even got some, like a little mini hard drive and the navigation system that holds music, and there's some old music from previous owners. So I'm glad he's got a better car now. He's getting newer clothes. He's got a little bit of a little collection of shoes. We got a new dining room table. It's like a dark oak or something, but no chairs for it yet. And the thing was full of bubble wrap. I took some pictures and sent it to friends in Perry Sound, and they're like, "Oh, can you send me that in the mail?" And they're like addicted to the bubble wrap. They want to pop them. But I said, I don't really have the money right now, and I don't think I can send it to you. But I'll make sure there's somebody who can enjoy it, and I'll probably take some pictures. So I gave it to the neighbor kids. There's about 4 of them, rolling up on it and stepping on it and popping it, and having a tug of war with it. I mean, this table could, probably comfortably do about 8 people, maybe 10 people, and it was bubble wrap from front to back and like doubled. So there was a lot of bubble wrap. So the kids have fun with that bubble wrap. This was like kind of like a month ago though. It's kind of old news. But it's a nice table. Original price was $800. They brought the price down to $80. He snagged it up because it was cheap. The reason being, I guess it's got some like some kind of scratch and dent, and there's like one small scratch on the table, and then the 3 corners of it kind of got dents on it. It's kind of hard to keep the cat off it because it's something new in the house, and cat's going to get up on top of it. The old dining room table went to the old dining room, which was a bedroom one time. This used to be a 5-bedroom apartment and used to be a student place. But the landlord at the time knew my mother. They went to church, and I moved here. She lived downstairs. I was going to try to help take care of her a little bit, but she ended up going to the hospital, and she was on 3rd stage of cancer, and she passed away. So the landlord said, on the behalf of my mother, or my stepmother, that I'm not going to raise her rent. So my rent has been raised for 9 years. I've been in this place for, almost 9 years. This spring will be 9 years. And the rent has not been raised. So I'm happy for that. Not anything really to be fixed in this house, but, got a new landlord that actually does some fixings. The old landlord sold the building. I don't know, he just got tired of different problems. Mostly of his apartment building downtown is, a lot of the druggies and alcoholics and whatnot, and everything that runs with that. He's gotten attacked, so he sold that building. And then there was another building he had, and it was old. It was student place too, I think it was 4 apartments in there, and it was just 1 floor. But he ended up selling that because I guess he started getting a rat problem. He didn't want to do no fixings for that, so he sold that place pretty quick. He sold this one not that quick, but you know, the outside building it needed to be painting. There's some, we did some parging on the walls because of the cracks that going up the side of the walls, and we had a problem with the sewage, so they had to dig up the ground and redo a pipe. I guess this place has been up for over 100 years, and they used to have a piping that joined into next door, which was the Outlaws, the St. Catharines Outlaws, and the piping joined together and then went out to the road. So there was a big clog in the elbow, and they fixed that, and they gave us a straight pipe, a bigger width of the pipe. So let's see, what was this saying now? Well, anyway, this new landlord, he does some fixings, and we did some painting in one apartment, and helped him out with the yard. Like I said, there's just minor things to be done. And this, there's a little bit of tile work in the kitchen because stupid ex-roommate not dumped, but he spilled hot grease on the tiles, and it went underneath about 6 to 9 tiles, and they started lifting. And then I did a little bit of sanding and wanted to put some glue down and put the tiles back down, but the landlord wanted to come around and do that fixings. That hasn't got done yet, and then there's some tile work to do on the backsplash of the bathroom. But one day when I do end up leaving this place, he wants to do a lot of fixings, like floors are creaky. I guess the bathroom wall is crooked, it's not straight. He wants to update the washer and dryer, the tile work, and the flooring. I'm not sure what else, but he's going to probably gut this place and fix it up, and the rent will probably go up. I'm glad to have the rent for this much. I'm only paying as much as I am. My cousin is now paying half, and we're fine. The bills are paid. Friends and family still come around. So yeah, he's a good landlord. I couldn't pay my full rent this month. I told him next month I'm going to pay double because of some money issues arose. Well, I might as well tell you, but I lent somebody some money from the cash store, or a cash money place, and they decided not want to pay me, and it comes right on my bank and on my pocket, and the other spending money I did have, I gave it to my cousin for the one trailer, so I could fix it up for my dad. He's got some plans with that, I guess. So since I gave my spending money away, and my other bill money is gone out the door, I tell the landlord I can't pay my full rent right now. I'll pay double next month. I'll save what money I have. I had to cut down my food budget. I was going to travel a couple places this month, but I might only travel to one place. It's the reserve. I don't really have to pay my phone bill. My phone bill has a lot of good credit into it. But soon I'll be paying the internet, so that doesn't get shut off on me. And I'm only short like $150 for paying the rent. But things happen, I guess. You can't always plan everything every day, for your month. Money is a strange thing. You got it, and it goes certain places. It could go emergency, help a friend. Even when the cats get hurt, they're indoor cats. I don't let them outside. I've seen cats get hit by cars, like a couple of mine, or get attacked by dogs, and keep my cats indoors. one day, you know, the two older cats will get a chance to walk out on the grass again before, you know, their time is done. Hopefully their time will be soon to, you know, experience the outdoors again and to be, you know, feel freer. And I don't know, I think cats do have a depression too sometimes, you know, the same old thing, you know, same old scenery. And you know, they stand there in the window, the window's open or closed, and they're looking out the window. They, you know, no, they want to go, but you know, I want to keep them safe. You know, I got a busy road outside. I don't want them to get hurt. So, as I said, I'll probably try to upload this soon. You know, it's in there midday again. I try to get the vlogs in now. You know, not too early. You know, I'm not really a morning person. I was for 3 weeks when I was with my cousins, taking my cousin to school and picking her up. You know, that was fun. I liked that. Waking up 7 a.m. every day, that was okay. But now, you know, I'm home and, you know, watching movies late, catching up on internet stuff. You know, doing the bonfires, and even the bonfires take a little bit of time. And I end up going to sleep sometimes at 2 a.m. Try to go to sleep around midnight to wake up at least around 8, maybe 9. I think, you know, I do wake up around 8 or 9. Sometimes, you know, I'm not really 100% motivated, you know, and, you know, the neighbor boy wants to go and ride around, he wants to go, and, you know, sometimes we're checking out, like, old apartment buildings behind there, or, you know, known places that people, you know, discard their bikes, and we find parts for different bikes. It's good to go out and take a look at certain places, and you know, save a little bit of money. The neighbor boy, he got like a whole bike, and all it needs is just tires and tread, and I think it's the side derailleur, the sprocket goes in 1, 2, 3. Well, you know, he's got a work in progress in there, and then, you know, he's worked on his first one, you know, and that kind of went to crap. It's kind of falling apart. He's got to do a crank job, and the back derailleur, where the axle is at, you know, it kind of the crank is a little bit loose. The chain got between the frame and the crank, and when he went to pedal and he's in motion, that chain wrapped up and it snapped the back derailleur. So now he's got another bike to fix up. He could probably use the parts from that for his main bike, but he also has a second bike that we were riding around on, and you know, it just feels different. It's lighter. It's not as smooth as your first one. Well, you know, the gears work better. You know, and then there's, you know, nothing wrong with the crank. So I'll try to get these 2 video logs in. I gotta go out for a bike ride, and there's you know, probably 2 or 3 things I gotta do today. But I'm glad to share my life with you guys, and I hope you guys do like my video. Please do hit the thumbs up, subscribe, let family and friends know that I have a video log up, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.